Welcome, everybody. John Zager, johnzager.com. How is everybody today? Good? Everybody's doing fine? Good. It's a pretty nice day here on the eastern slope. Hot again. I think it's supposed to be up to 96, but what's the difference between 96 and 98 anyway? Looks like a week ahead of us in the mid to upper 90s. But I don't know. That's what it says. We'll have to wait and see how things turn out. So I wanted to do a short little podcast. I did a blog this morning early, and then I did a YouTube. And both of those turned out fine. You ought to go read them and watch them, actually. And last night, late in the middle of the night, I ended up doing a podcast. It was really, really hot, and I couldn't sleep, and just struggling with trying to survive, I guess. But anyway, today I wanted to do a few minutes about maybe it's time to retreat. There's a lot of craziness going on, as we all know. And I get the feeling that I've kind of had enough of it. I did a YouTube earlier today about we need to be careful about what we listen to and believe. You know, there's a lot of stuff coming out on social media, in the radio, the TV, all kinds of stuff, and who knows what's right and what's not. But it sure does sound pretty crazy sometimes, doesn't it? I mean, these numbers they talk about with the pandemic are just like, they seem astronomical. And then when they get honest about it, well, maybe they're counting other kinds of things in there, which cause the numbers to seem really inflated. The rioting and the protesting and the looting, the criminal behavior, the violence, Black Lives Matter. We're sick of that. We're sick of that. If I was sympathetic before, I'm no longer sympathetic. Throw their asses in jail and throw away the key. Send them back to wherever they came from. Tell them to go get a flippin' job and work for their living. Get a house and take care of it. Keep it up. You know, I'm not on that page anymore. When I see Black Lives Matter signs in front yards, I just want to go and knock them down now. I have no use for that kind of mentality. I've had it with them. Don't come into my town and start talking all that stuff in here. Because I know for a fact everybody in this town will kick your ass right out of here. This is not a day and age to be black. You guys just did a bad service to yourself. So anyway, I'm kind of sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired of the politics, this Biden thing. I mean, good Lord, does this guy have a brain? I mean, does he have a brain? Can we actually see this guy being president and having to make a decision? I think he's incapable of that. And the vice president-elect that he picked, it's all political. It's just purely political. If he didn't pick a black female, he probably would not have had the possibility to be running for president. Everything's sideways now. Everything's distorted. You know, you go around and you listen to people and you bump into people and everybody's angry and everybody's hostile and everybody's short-tempered and they just see things their way only. I don't want a part of it anymore. I really don't. I really just don't want a part of it. I can count on one hand how many times within a week or two that I run across somebody who's actually nice, considerate, pleasant to talk to, doesn't bite your head off, is not suspicious of anything that you're doing. I mean, I'm sitting in my truck right now because the air conditioner's in here and it's running and it's keeping me cool. Yay. But you know, people walk by on the sidewalk, you know, walking their dog or whatever the hell they're doing, or they're parking their car in these apartments over here, and they look at me like I'm a criminal. What's that about? Where does it say you can't park on the street and read a book, or you can't do a podcast, or write a blog, or write part of a chapter of a book you're working on? Everybody's very suspicious, and that's not good. So for me, I'm into retreating. I'm working on where's a place to go. You know, not run away or anything like that, but kind of go to some location where it's not as intense as it seems to be in the world around us now. I'm getting more and more bitter. I don't feel myself becoming more pleasant. So I'm looking around for a location that maybe come this fall, early winter, I might take off for and spend the winter. I need to go back and fish. Maybe it's the Pacific Northwest up on the coast. I mean, the lady, I believe it's a lady governor in Oregon, is absolutely nuts and has destroyed that entire state. Not that I would necessarily want to live there, but I might want to spend some time there. I don't think she's making anything pleasant for anybody up there. What is it, Portland's up there? Where all the craziness is going on? You know, they got rid of police or getting rid of police, and there's rioting every night or something. Northern California is a nice kind of area for fishing, right on the water. There's plenty of rivers that are going into the ocean right there. But then you got that gall darn governor of California that everybody hates. You know, they can't stand the guy. It's like what was he? He used to be the mayor of San Francisco. He pretty much destroyed that whole beautiful, beautiful. I used to live right near there in Half Moon Bay. It was a beautiful place at one point. Now it's trashed out. So Northern California is an idea, but good Lord. Between his politics and his taxing and the cost of living, and things are just sideways out there in California. I don't know why anybody would want to stay any longer in California. I think it's an extension of Mexico, but I'm not sure. Texas, same thing. Everybody's going to Texas. But I don't know. Is that too redneck? Is that too conservative? Is that over the top in the opposite direction? I've spent a few winters down there, and that isn't the most pleasant place to hang out either. Arizona, used to be a reasonable place to go for retirees and enjoy your winters, but I'm not even sure you can afford to go into that state any longer. Florida, forget it. It's beautiful, but they've done the same thing down there. They've destroyed it politically and financially. But anyway, I'm going to find some little nook and cranny, and I wonder if anybody else is thinking along the same lines. Maybe give me a holler if you've got any ideas or suggestions on where we might go to retreat away from the madness. So anyway, food for thought. I just was contemplating that as I was sitting here, and I thought, well, maybe somebody out there has a better idea than me. So get a hold of me, let me know. God bless everybody. Take care of one another, and I'll look forward to talking to you all again real soon. Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.